Have you ever had that feeling you're not alone, even when you should be? That chilling sense that someone or something is watching you from the shadows? Tonight's story is for anyone who's ever babysat late at night, in a house that wasn't their own, and heard a noise they couldn't explain. This is the story of a babysitter named Emma, and it's a terrifying reminder that some doors are better left unopened. Emma was your typical high school student trying to make a little extra cash. The family she was sitting for, the Clarks, seemed perfectly normal. They had a lovely, quiet house at the end of a long, tree-lined street. Their son, a sweet 5-year-old named Ben, was an absolute angel. Emma had put him to bed an hour ago, and now she was curled up on the couch, scrolling through her phone, with Ben sound asleep right beside her. He'd woken up with a small cough, and Sheedy brought him downstairs to keep a closer eye on him while he drifted back to sleep. The house was silent, except for the gentle hum of the refrigerator and the soft sound of Ben's breathing. That's when she heard it. A faint giggle coming from upstairs. Emma froze, her thumb hovering over her screen. It was just a child's laugh, light and innocent. But it couldn't be Ben. He was right here, fast asleep on the cushions next to her. She glanced down just to be sure. Yep, there he was, his little chest rising and falling in a steady rhythm. She told herself it was probably the TV from the neighbors or her mind playing tricks on her. She tried to relax, but a knot of unease began to tighten in her stomach. A few minutes passed in complete silence. Just as she was about to dismiss it, she heard it again. Louder this time. A clear, distinct laugh, followed by the soft pitter-patter of small feet running across the floorboards directly above her head. Okay, that was not her imagination. Emma's heart started to hammer against her ribs. Was someone else in the house? Had another child been left in her care that she didn't know about? She gently shook Ben's shoulder. Ben, honey, wake up. He just mumbled and snuggled deeper into the blanket. Her mind raced. Call the parents? Call the police? She felt a surge of protective instinct. She had to know who was upstairs. Whatever it was in the house with them. Taking a deep, shaky breath, she stood up and tiptoed towards the bottom of the staircase. The upstairs landing was shrouded in darkness, the only light coming from the dim lamp in the living room behind her. Hello? She called out, her voice barely a whisper. Is anyone up there? The running stopped. The silence that followed was heavy, suffocating. Emma's hand gripped the wooden banister, her knuckles turning white. She strained her ears, listening for any sign of movement. And then she saw him. A small figure stepped out from the darkness at the top of the stairs. It was a little boy wearing the same blue dinosaur pajamas as Ben. He had the same messy blonde hair, the same round face. It was Ben. But that was impossible. The real Ben was still on the couch. Her eyes darted from the sleeping child in the living room to the identical boy standing silently on the landing. This couldn't be happening. The boy at the top of the stairs took a slow step forward, a wide, unnatural smile spreading across his face. It was a smile that didn't reach his eyes. His eyes were just dark, empty voids in the dim light. Emma's blood ran cold. She couldn't move, couldn't breathe. He looked straight at her, and in a voice that was a chilling, raspy whisper, a voice that sounded both ancient and young at the same time, he said, "You're not supposed to be here." A wave of pure terror washed over Emma. She snatched the real Ben from the couch, blanket and all, and sprinted out the front door into the cold night air, not even bothering to close it behind her. She didn't stop running until she reached the bright streetlights of the main road. The police arrived. The parents rushed home, but they found nothing. The house was empty. The upstairs was silent. Everything was exactly as it should be, except for one thing: the little boy in Emma's arms, the real Ben. He never woke up again. The doctors couldn't explain it. He was perfectly healthy, yet he remained in a deep, unbreakable sleep. Some say that whatever Emma saw that night, that thing that looked just like Ben, had stolen his spirit. They say it's still there. It's waiting in the shadows of that quiet house for the next person who is unsupposed to be there. Thanks for watching. If you have a story that keeps you up at night, share it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the dark. Stay safe out there.